Ruthless criminals often create problems and turn them into chaos, pushing limits and escalating routine police encounters into life-or-death battles. From calculated crimes to explosive confrontations, good cops face relentless challenges every day. Handling them demands courage and skill. Here are raw moments when good cops stood strong against the worst criminals. Now, this suspect thought she could outsmart everyone, but her twisted actions couldn't stay hidden for long. On January 2nd, 2023, Florida police launched an investigation after an elderly couple was found stabbed to death in their Mount Dora home.
Hey, he said that's where they are. You'll want to go through this door. Oh, sh**.
We're gonna make entry that back.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm interested in knowing what the neighbors heard.
What?
They got neighbors.
Yeah, they're gonna want to interview everybody.
I think this is just a 5.
Oh yeah.
There's no 37 involved.
It's very odd.
Yes.
The way
The bodies are.
Yeah.
And so I'm not screaming. So you can see with the old man, he was stabbed in the belly and his head hit that one table, cracking his skull open. I can't see where the female, how she died.
I assume she has a bunch of cuts everywhere, but that knife is still in the guy's.
Yeah, I saw that. And his head's cracked open from that desk. I say take it to that little oak tree.
Yeah. And then I'm
So you can. So what were you coming over for?
This neighbor here
Was concerned about
called
him
me and asked me to check out the garage door. When I went in there,
because the garage door was open.
yes.
Okay.
When I went to go in there,
You don't have to take it out. 73 Mount Dora, 6527 for complainant. Okay. Do you know what time you got here or roughly? Oh, ma'am, you can wait over there, please. I know. We'll get with you in a second, but please just wait over there, okay? I know. Just wait. Please wait over there, okay?
weird. She said she woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, looked out, saw that the garage door was open, and thought that was weird. She waited until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then she still said, okay, garage door's open, that's weird. She came over here just before she called, and I guess got in contact with them, and they came too. She came over here, knocked, nobody answered. She was going to try to put the garage door down and run out, but she couldn't figure out how to do it. So the garage door has been open like that since at least 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, she can get started.
Yeah, she is. I'm getting one for her, but whatever happened likely happened.
A neighbor noticed the garage door left open for too long and upon checking discovered the bodies inside, but that wasn't the end. An officer later uncovered a chilling twist when the suspect was found near the victim's car.
I bet you there's not.
73 Mount Dora. Do they have any vehicles registered to them?
See if they can check David. Wow.
So where's the car at?
Where are their children?
Yeah. 26. 10. Are you 26 on that?
They have a Kia, a green Kia registered to them in tires.
Just see if security can sweep common area where my car was up.
Do you have other security that are working right now?
Get that 28.
They got the 28 dispatch does.
Okay, can you see if any of them
I
can
can-
check the parking lot and make sure that there's not a green Kia? What was it, 2019?
I can.
Make a left, coming left hard, and then you see the big Dodge Ram in that back row? It's right to the right of it. You're gonna come down, you'll make a right by the, you see it? Straight ahead, straight ahead. Get out.
Driver, exit the vehicle! Huh? In the car? Get out of the car! Mic doesn't work. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. All right, she's out. Hands on the roof. Hands on the roof. Keep your hands on the roof and don't move. Keep your hands on the roof and don't move. You good?
Yeah. Step right.
Hands behind your back. We'll explain it to you in a minute.
What's your 95? Disregard
Put your hands together.
Copy. I need you to check the impact station, make sure there wasn't a second occupant.
Anybody else with you here?
You sure?
No.
Huh?
No.
You're not sure?
You said, is there anybody
Else here with you in this car that came with you?
No.
Miss Williams? All right, just stand right here on the side of the car. All right. I'm not gonna actually search you, I'm just gonna make sure you have everything on you. All right, stand right here. Just step back. We'll let you know in 1 minute, okay? All right, just have a seat. Just keep an eye there for 1 second. Sure. I mean, I don't know where we're going, but
About to go clear. In there.
okay.
You can go clear with him. I'll just kind of
Clear with who? You clear your car?
O'Neal. About to go clear.
The suspect was taken to the interrogation room, where the detective was ready to dig deeper. She tried to sway him with her version of the story, but her words didn't line up with the truth.
Can you tell me anything about the cars that you played? What do you want to know about it? Well, I mean,
I didn't know it was stolen. I mean, how was I the only one on the planet that has received the stolen property?
right, yeah, and we're right. Yes, ma'am. I agree with that. You haven't.
I just didn't know that it was.
Now we just want to talk about that car and where it came from.
No
That's
problem.
all. That's all we need to talk about. Is the car.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, this is good because it's okay. It's easy as that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not here to, be nasty to you. I'm here to talk about that car, where that car comes from.
Here in Savannah, for all I know.
Okay. So that's where you got that car, is in Savannah? Okay.
A guy told me that he had a spare car for me to use because I've been walking and my feet had, got scaly at the bottom and I've been tired, and he said, well, you can sleep in the car.
Okay. So have you been driving the car?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you didn't think it was a little strange that somebody gave you a car?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Wish somebody give me a car. Somebody gives me a car. Man, you're a lucky lady if somebody just handed you the keys to the car. That's good luck right there. I'm still paying for mine, and that's a 2013. But so this man, do you know him?
I do know him in downtown.
Downtown?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Tell me what was going on downtown that night?
Nothing.
Just a quiet night downtown? Okay.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, I was downtown.
On you?
Yeah, I was downtown on Saturday. There's a lot of people, a lot of fireworks. You sure you're downtown?
I went downtown in the daytime. I wasn't downtown at night.
Well, where were you that night?
Walking around. But not downtown.
Oh, so, well, you just said you were downtown a minute ago. I just didn't know.
I was downtown to get coffee, but not in the morning. I mean, not at night.
At that moment, the detective revealed photos placing her at the crime scene, shifting the tension in the room. Still, the suspect clung to her story, trying to twist the narrative in her favor.
Some more stuff with the car with you. The reason Florida's here is because the car itself was taken during an incident, crime scene, to give you a little better understanding.
I thought it was stolen, so that's the only thing that I have knowledge of.
Yeah, stolen. So, the kind of shoes, I'm sorry, just to back up 1 second, the kind of shoes you said were in the photo, are those the same Puma shoes that you had?
I seen 2 pairs, sneakers and Pumas.
I'm sorry.
And the Pumas that I have was given to me because all my clothes were stolen. I
Yeah.
only have 1 pair of clothes.
Oh, that one didn't have the stickers on it. That one right there?
Yeah.
Okay. You recognize any of the jewelry or anything? Rings on the finger, earrings, things like that? Any other from
I
there?
mean, I came with this. I mean, this is my stuff.
Okay. Okay.
There's nothing in the photo that I see that's on me.
Yeah. But those look like the same brand of shoes as yours, I guess, is what I'm saying? That's what you mentioned earlier. Obviously, they make, several
Yeah,
pairs.
I mean, I got them trying to set them off. But there was
And they look like those?
they're pink slides. I don't know what kind of slides those are.
Oh, those are white. The ones you had on were white this morning.
Yes.
But they, I guess, like you said, they kind of look like the same brand.
Okay. But that's not me, if that's what you're asking.
So yeah, the car was taken during an incident from a crime scene. So like,
I did talk to, and he didn't mention anything about that.
no. Okay.
So you talked about,
But it had wanted to get up here. It would have to get through South Carolina to come to Georgia.
No, if it came from Florida, it would have gone from Florida to Georgia.
I don't know what route them people took or what was on their mind unless you're a psychic.
Oh, no, I wish, but I'm not. No, that's what we're trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out who Miss Vicky is.
And which route they took.
No, I'm not trying to figure, I'm not worried about the route
Okay,
right
because you
now.
was asking me, was I in South Carolina? And I told you I hadn't been there.
Hadn't been there. I'm just trying to
Last
see.
time I've been to South Carolina was when I took care of the charge that you brought up.
Okay. I just know you said you weren't really sure where you were Thursday or Friday, or you knew you were in Savannah, but
I
you
was
couldn't really
in I
remember.
was in Georgia, yes.
Okay. And I just wanted to make sure, like you said, in this time that you were walking, you didn't sleep, you said, for 24 hours, I think. That's what you told me one night.
I own a business, so I have to do things.
Business.
Yeah,
What business?
my business.
Okay. And I get it, you're busy, you're up for 24 hours. Again, I just wanted to see if there was anything like that. Because again, when people
Even
don't
though
sleep.
I'm homeless doesn't mean that I don't have a life.
I agree, but what I'm getting at is I wanted to make sure there wasn't any times that you had
That's
forgotten
why
where you were.
no, that wasn't it. It wasn't it. I mean, I just met you. I have a business to run.
Okay.
I'm also a real estate agent, so that's why I was up. I was taking care of some business.
Gotcha. On Thursday and Friday,
And prior to that,
prior to. Okay. And any of that business that you're doing with real estate, did that take you into Florida or other places?
no,
Nothing like that?
no.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, this picture looks like you.
Yeah, they say all black people look alike.
Not at all. I've been in the
I mean,
cities.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I've been in the cities a long time, and you see all kinds of different people, and I don't think all black people look alike.
That's nice.
But what I'm getting at is this picture looks like you, especially you don't have the wig on, and like I said, I'm working through different things, right? Like I told you, I was going to look at different cameras from different hotels and all kind of different stuff. It doesn't help me when you're saying, oh, I ain't me, but if I can find stuff that I'm looking for, right? Because you told me you went and got coffee, you told me you were crossing the bus station and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The suspect responded with calm confidence, claiming she had done nothing wrong, but the detective wasn't convinced and kept pressing to uncover what she was hiding.
Some time ago, it looks like her.
What about that, John?
I don't remember him though, but her face looks, I guess because she's sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
But there's never time, I mean, is there, Could have run into him somewhere at all? Asked him for anything? Nothing?
Neither one, no.
What medical field?
Wait a minute. I seen him at, when I was sitting there.
Come on. Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about it.
He just was sitting there with his wife, but it wasn't the lady that was there, it was another woman with him. Yeah.
You sure it was that guy?
Yeah.
Tell me about, like, what drew him to you?
We said Happy New Year to one another, all of us at the table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started the conversation. I said, Happy New Year, y'all, and he said it back, and I sat across from him, and we just glanced at each other every now and then while we were eating, and looked like they were enjoying their food.
Did you ever think you'd see a photo of him again? Gotcha. What, when you saw him, do you remember what he was wearing?
I don't. I know he had on something similar to this, like clean cut, like a polo shirt, you know, button up, and a pair of slacks, but I don't remember what color.
Okay.
I was on my phone that day, so.
You were on your phone? Okay. Now, you told me earlier that your phone was taken Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, but I have access to other people's phones.
Oh, well, where's that phone?
I gave it back.
Who did you give it back to?
A friend.
Who was that?
Come on now, please.
No, I need you to come on now.
What do you mean?
Because you just kind of jump around with me. Like, listen, like
I've never seen this guy before.
No, we're
That's
not.
the point.
Yeah, we're not talking
of
about
this
that.
story.
We're talking
the
about-
point of the story is I've never seen this guy until I don't even know if this is the same guy.
Yeah.
People look familiar. That could be the same woman that you showed.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about the phone, and that's what I was trying to figure out, because you said you're on the phone and Sardi's ready to listen to you about you finally being honest, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, I'm telling you, that's what we're looking for. This is you in the photo. You know it. I know it. God knows. Okay.
If you say that,
It is.
well,
all right?
I say something different. No.
Well, hear me out, okay? The people that I showed you, those pictures of, they're dead. I think that's why you recognize that photo and think come up. And this is the thing.
My wife would not see him at and turn around and see him in Florida, and I wasn't even there.
I think the thing is, you were in Florida.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, if you're still tagging and pulling on this.
You don't
The answer is no, I'm sorry, and I'm not going to say anything else. You're talking to yourself at this point.
Okay, I mean, just, if you don't have to explain to me, help her understand why there's a photo of you. You don't have to tell me, I'll bow out, but you gotta help her understand. I mean, you're right there.
Help her understand what?
Oh, why you're in this photo. Why you're in the surveillance photo.
I don't know why somebody put that picture there.
The detective team kept questioning the suspect, determined to uncover the truth, but she refused to admit to anything, holding firm to her denial.
Gated community, you know what I'm saying? It's and this lady, I mean, the people in this community spoke to this lady, okay? So that's how we have to, they said that, you know, very polite. One of them said something about
What does she have on?
What
You
here?
said an all black?
It looks like it's all black to me.
In Florida.
Well, you know how cold it is right now?
I don't know what you're talking about, but we just got finished talking about how hot it was, so now we're
Well,
talking about how cold it is.
now, it's
But this
not
person has on, I don't know what time frame we're talking about.
Okay.
We didn't go over that. But you're saying in Florida, this person has on all black.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot in Florida all year round.
Right, but this is in the evening, okay? So you'd be surprised how many people wear all black, okay? A lot of times,
But I don't know how many times you want me to stand up.
oh, no, I don't, I just know that this is a gated community and this is a building It's a apartment building in Mount Dora. Okay? Okay.
What do you guys want me to say?
We're looking for the explanation. That's it. I'm not asking you
what?
of basically this photo.
What do you want to do? Because I told you no and you're telling me yes, so.
I got a different question for you. What would you tell me, or what would you say if the belongings to the people I showed you in the photo, the two people that are no longer on this earth, the belongings were in the car you were in?
You have to ask.
I'm not asking.
I gave him the vehicle.
I'm not asking. I'm asking you about those things.
You're asking me about the property that I told you I had no idea what was in there?
Okay. I'm be real honest with you.
Because I did tell you I didn't go in the trunk. What?
You got some street wit about you, and I can tell. You're a smart, very polite young lady. What makes you look foolish is when you say that's not you in the photo. You're smart. You're smart as a whip. I'm telling you, this is the thing. I just want you to tell all the stuff you're saying makes sense. But when Sergeant got you right here.
But you keep going back to the photo. You said no, and I said no.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. It's like everything you're saying, smart as a whip. Boom, boom, boom. She's got it. And Vicky's got the answer to this.
Vicky was charged with 2 counts of murder and grand theft of a motor vehicle. This elderly veteran came off acting tough, like he owned the whole country, until that illusion came crashing down hard. On April 7th, 2024, officers responded to a report of him being involved in a domestic abuse incident.
What is going on here? I don't know.
We have a constitution.
Sir, do you mind standing over here?
We the people. I'm a veteran. This is my country.
So
I'm not lawyering.
Sir.
I'm not soliciting.
Sir.
I'm not trespassing. I went in there and ate. I'm not
You got pushed down and got hurt?
I went in there and
Okay.
I gave this
Do you want first aid? Take a look at you, clean it up, maybe?
Yeah.
I gave this for money.
Okay.
It's none of his business. Tell him to go back inside.
Don't go yelling on my property. It does my
You get lost.
Sir, shut the
Mind your own business.
Sir, do me a favor. Stand over there. I'll come talk to you in a second, all right? Sir, I'll speak with you over here.
All right. I'm the owner here, so that you know.
Okay.
You're a taxpayer like the rest of us.
We got a call for a report of the domestic violence incident.
Uh-huh. Just now I was told about this guy going off. I come out there yelling.
Okay.
That's all.
Are you going back inside?
Yeah, it's my place.
Yeah, we're going to try to figure out the one situation, then I'll come. Yep. It's like a spillover event.
He said he got pushed from behind. I think that he's bleeding and stuff and falling.
Yeah, I was walking away from him. I just went over there and calmed him down. My daughter's in the car.
That
guy?
Yeah, so he's trying to get at her.
He's trying to get in her car.
So
that's his brother trying to get him out of here. That's his girlfriend.
He hit her. I don't know that she'll say that, but I saw it.
Okay. Do you mind if I just click just so I could stand here? Sorry. Thank you. How are you? I'm trauma half friend. Can you explain what's going on today?
You're still here, huh?
Sir, go over there. Go back over there.
I want to hear what she's telling me.
Well, we're talking to her. You're not privileged to this conversation right now.
Why not?
Because I said so.
You know what the freedom of speech means?
Okay, you know
I
what
can say anything the I want to say.
Do you want to get arrested?
I don't give a
Okay, because you're about to. Go back over there.
You think you're going to intimidate me and threaten me?
Sir, I'm not trying to intimidate you.
I'm a veteran and I'm a senior citizen.
Awesome.
I've been living in my truck for 8 years because of her drunken son.
The way that he knocked down was because the guy threatened to kill him. And then he said, "You're not going to kill me. I'll kill you." And
she needs a social worker.
Then they started knocking
the
each other
social worker
around.
has to go to her house and get that
So
drunken
it's like,
out of
you
here.
know, it was a verbal
because
threat,
he's disrupted our lives.
and it set him off.
She's an enabler.
I do have to say something to you.
Yeah.
I have a restraining order on him, so it might make a problem.
After learning about his troublesome behavior and an existing court order, the officer instructed him to calm down and not do anything stupid.
Do me a favor, take your hands out of your pockets. Steven.
I'm keeping my hand. My hands ain't bothering you.
Well, right now you're under arrest, so I'm going to tell you to put your hands up on top of your head.
For what?
For what?
Yeah. For
because
what?
there's a restraining order. It's violation of restraining order.
So what? We went to a show down at the Stafford
okay.
Stafford Music Complex and listen to some doo-wop. Then I took her here to eat.
All right, take your hands out of your pockets for me.
You know what the Constitution is? This is a free country. The home of the brave and the land of the free.
You just violated
I'm a
the law.
veteran and I'm a senior citizen. If I want to put my hands in my pockets, it's no if hands are to you.
All right, well, with you being aggressive like that, I don't know what you have in your pockets, all right? So that constitutes a threat towards myself and this
No, I'm
officer.
not threatening you. You're threatening me, you.
All right, so
you're the one who's telling me you're taking me to court. And
so I'm
going
going to tell you right now, turn around, put your hands behind your back, or you're going to get charged with resisting arrest.
I'm not resisting you in any way.
You're not cooperating.
But if you want to embarrass yourself, you take me before a judge, and you tell him why you don't have me a police.
The man acted like the officer's words didn't matter, ignoring the warnings as if they were nothing. But choices like that have consequences, and the cops would not let it slide.
You're under arrest.
Go ahead. Relax, I ain't resisting.
Yeah, you are. Give us your hands. Give me your hand. Prone out on the ground.
Stop it!
Put your hands behind your back then. Quite simple. Got him? Yep. Ready for 1 male, 41. Hold on. Yep.
You're too tight.
Well, we'll fix them in a second, sir. Are you okay?
You're too tight.
Ah, this what you're grabbing for, the knife?
I ain't grabbing for nothing.
We have to get him looked at his face off.
Yeah.
That's my father's knife. Give it to my brother. Got sentimental value. Billy,
The camera.
take Daddy's knife.
That's on them.
Can I get his glove?
No, don't touch anything.
We're getting you some gloves real quick.
I gotta wash my hands first.
Yeah.
You don't have to wash your hands, you
Thank you.
wash your I told you I wasn't resisting you. Why you doing all this? You're no good, that's why. You're a real that's what you are.
No, that's just
You're Just get me standing up, will you please?
Yeah, when we're ready.
Get me standing up.
We'll stand you up, then you can lean against your tailgate.
Pull your knees up.
1, 2, 3. You have any other weapons on you?
I don't have no weapons.
Well, that's
You, everybody, man. Any man with a pair of balls carries a penknife.
What's the issue, sir? Sergeant Vazell here. What's going on?
What are you holding your for?
Because it feels good. What's going on?
It feels good.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. There's just two cops over here.
Okay, well, you're under arrest, and you're making a scene out of it right now. So can you try to calm down?
I'm trying to get him to loosen these handcuffs off my hands so I can wash my face with a towel.
If you get that blood near me again, you're going to have more blood.
Now you're going to threaten me too? You're giving me a proposition?
On the other hand, the old man took the officer's lawful actions the wrong way, and that's when things really started to heat up. He got even more fired up, becoming more troublesome.
Take them off. I'm not resisting you.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm in a cop car.
Okay.
That's because you're in custody, sir.
I'm not in custody. I'm volunteering myself. Take me in. Find me a place to live.
Nothing about this is voluntary, sir.
You got enough weapons, you pricks?
Well, you had a weapon, we had a weapon.
I don't have no weapon.
That's because
I don't need a weapon. I was in the 82nd Airborne Division. I'm a paratrooper, combat infantry medic. I was trained how to take care of myself, how to survive. You don't have to thank me. I got drafted. Back in the day, you got a letter. Greetings from the President of the United. You are hereby ordered to report, or you go to jail. That's the way it was. What?
Where were you put?
I was right now the 82nd Airborne Division is 3 battalions, 1 armored division. Your job is to be anywhere in the world within 18 hours notice of the president. Your life expectancy is 48 hours unless you can secure the area they drop you into so you can get resupplied, ammunition, and weapons, and radio, and food, and water. Otherwise, you got to get back on your own to friendly lines, like John J. Rambo. Remember Rambo? Yeah. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. You get dropped into a zone, into a combat area, you can't get resupplied, you have to get back on your own. Good conduct, man. 8 years I've been sleeping in my truck. I explained it to these guys. I'm homeless. I have a girlfriend. We went to the Stafford Arts Center to see a doo-wop concert. I went to the Shady West restaurant to get something to eat. She's got a drunken son who lives in her house. He's 45 years old. He drinks and he smokes. He doesn't work. He doesn't wash. He doesn't shower. She's an enabler. She pays all his bills, plays up his food. I've been sleeping in my truck for 8 years. This fucker locked me up. There's no law against being homeless. Ocean County does not have a shelter for homeless people. I went to the VA on Hooper, some guy named Zimmerman. I went to Vet Works on the Lacey Road. Nobody, they kicked me the out. I called Vets Haven up in Glen Garden, New Jersey. They don't call you back. She told me she's leaving me there at that restaurant. I said, no, you're not. You're taking me back to my truck. These fuckers come over, push my face into the dirt, the pebble ground over there. They told me I'm resisting arrest. Nobody resisted them. I didn't need these handcuffs. Take me to court. Take me to Ocean County. Take me in front of a judge, and I'm going to tell them why I'm there. There's no law against being homeless. You can't keep me here, or I'm going to sue you for a lot of money.
The man was charged with disorderly conduct, violating a restraining order, aggravated menacing, assault, and resisting arrest. Our next suspect was an uninvited guest who showed up at the property, and just wait till you see how she confronted the cops in a totally dramatic way. On April 13th, 2024, the victim called the police after the woman refused to leave.
She gonna call y'all and tell y'all that I just tried to punch stuff like that. I don't even want her here. So,
okay, so you said she got here last night. Is that what you're telling me?
No, she was here last night. She left. She left.
She doesn't live here.
She doesn't live here. I don't even live here. This is my niece's house. I'm only here because my niece is out of town, and I was paying her to stay here because it's just an empty apartment right now. So,
but she came here last night.
She came here this morning. She left. She was gone.
Okay, what I'm saying is, prior to her leaving, where was she? Was she here or she?
Yeah, prior to her leaving, she was here last night.
Okay, she came here last night. She left and came back this morning.
Yeah, she just got back this morning, like 6-something this morning. I was in that sleep.
Okay, all right, let me get that. Let me start about that. So that's when she didn't want to talk. She didn't want to communicate. From what I'm getting now, you just want to remove it. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, because if she gonna say stuff like that, I don't know what this girl will end up pulling, what type of stunt she'll end up pulling. So
does she still intoxicated? Because she was a little bit intoxicated.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to tell you. She drunk. So like.
Let me see if I can get something. Where she's at now?
She's in the house. I've been out here waiting on you guys, so I've been out here like 15 minutes at the most, probably 20 minutes. I was on the
out here in the last like 20 minutes because cops coming out here, so she called. So what's your nephew's name? Huh? No, okay, so what's the guy here? Is Terrell, I think his name is, I'm sorry, Jarrell? Okay, that's your uncle. Okay, so did you give him the right to stay there?
Yeah, he was,
Okay, so what about this? Okay, so what about this girl, Nija? Did you give her consent to stay there too? Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
But what I'm saying is, how long she's been staying there?
He come like every other week. last couple days.
Okay, so.
I know she come here sometimes.
Okay, so she comes and goes, so she doesn't live there?
Oh, no.
After speaking with the homeowner, it was clear the suspect had no right to be there. The officer tried to resolve the issue by talking to her, but things didn't go as planned.
I left last night. I came back. You doing the most.
This is why I called them back.
I called the police.
This is why I called them back from what you just said you was gonna do.
They left me a house.
One dispatch, if you're calling us, we're 1074.
Me a house. You called the police back to her house. I'm in this dead sleep. I get woke up by the police. Literally woke up by the police because of Jarrell. They left the house. When I called,
what you just was saying.
Shut the up, you dumb. Once I left his house, he literally called them back. I'm in this dead sleep. They left. They said they had no reason to do nothing. I called them the first time and they left. They left the house. They came back because Jarrell called them back.
Because of what you was in that saying.
Sleep. I'm asleep. He talking his about, oh, you gonna have to leave in the morning. You gonna have to leave tomorrow morning. You need to get your leave tomorrow morning or whatever. Woo to woo. He mad because I'm not paying attention to nothing he's saying. He wanna argue. I'm asleep.
I don't have time for that. That's my housing. That's my lease. I don't have time for that. If you want her to leave, then she need to leave because that's my place and that's my uncle.
Okay, so you can go and talk to her. She want to talk to you.
They just woke me up out my sleep.
Alright, man. So here's the thing.
Get out.
Man.
I've been literally, I was dead asleep and they told me to wake up out my sleep to get out.
Ma'am, so I just talked.
I called the police the first time once he tried to put his hands on me.
Ma'am.
Exactly. This man just tried to put his hands on me and they didn't do it.
Ma'am.
I called the police and they left the first time. He called them back the second time once I'm asleep. I'm not doing to this man. I'm perfectly asleep. I'm laying down, dead sleep. I literally just got woke up by the police telling me that I need to leave. Because he just called them.
Okay, man. The owner of the place wants you to leave, okay?
Because I literally just got woke up out my sleep for a second time.
This is already
for a second time after he just told me. After I just got
quiet, you might end up going to jail for disorderly conduct, okay?
I know I'm not going to get. I'm
okay,
not
I'm letting you know. If you keep getting louder, you're going to jail for disorderly conduct, okay?
I'm home. I sleep. And I'm not going to get in jail for nothing. I'm not going to get in jail for nothing.
I just talked to the owner of the house. She just wants to leave.
I'm not going to get in jail for nothing. I'm not going to get in jail for nothing.
They want you to leave.
I'm not going to get in jail for nothing.
Grab your stuff.
Like I said, I've been here. I was asleep perfectly fine, and I got woke up by my sleep. Bro, it does not matter.
I give you 5 minutes. I give you 5 minutes. Grab your stuff and leave, okay?
As you can see, the woman's behavior kept getting worse. To avoid any more commotion, the officer gave a clear order to leave, warning that legal consequences would follow if she didn't.
And Jarrell, I was in there dead sleep. You called the police while I'm asleep. Dead sleep. You called the police while I'm dead sleep. Literally dead sleep. Dead sleep.
Don't say anything. You're not instigating
I
anything.
don't say a word.
Okay,
I bet don't say a word. I bet don't say a word. He's a pedophile. I bet don't say a word. Where was y'all when he's drunk? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? I met him when I was 17. What is that?
Go ahead and grab your stuff and leave him, okay? She don't want you to leave.
Stop. You're a pedophile. Let's talk about that.
Grab your stuff and leave.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I bet it is grab my stuff and leave. I'm not leaving nowhere. It's not his house and I'm leaving nowhere. How about that? Get me out this.
And the owner of the house, I talked to her, she wants you to leave, okay?
And where is she? I want her to physically.
I want you to grab your stuff and leave.
I want you to physically.
That would be trespassing, okay?
And once she says that I'm trespassing.
She talking about where you guys was the first time I put my hands on her. If I put my hands on you, why she didn't tell y'all that when y'all first came out here? That's the whole reason. This is the whole reason why I called y'all back, because she was saying she was talking like this. This the whole reason why I called y'all back. I've been knowing you since you was 17. No, I haven't. I just met you last year in January.
Man, go ahead and grab your stuff and leave, okay?
You're trying to
Man, go ahead and grab your stuff and leave, okay?
I'm
You're trying to go to jail right now, okay?
I don't give. It's mine. How you gonna go to jail for me? I bought it, so it's mine. So how you gonna do that? How I'm gonna go to jail for breaking?
Grab your stuff and leave.
As long as I'm on the property, you can't trespass me from nowhere. I'm on the sidewalk. You can't trespass me from going nowhere.
Man, you're trying to find your way to jail. That's what you're trying to do right now, okay?
These charges cost a lot.
Go ahead and grab your stuff and leave,
I'm
man.
gonna go to jail for standing on the sidewalk.
You're not going to jail for dirty conduct, okay? Go ahead and grab your stuff and leave.
Take me to jail. I'm not doing. Y'all could have been left. I left the premises, so y'all could have been left.
Man, go ahead and grab your stuff and leave.
Yeah, you gonna get your stuff?
I left the premises. Y'all could have been left.
You gonna get your stuff, or are we taking it with us?
You gonna break my charger?
Yeah, this mine. I paid for it. It's mine.
You didn't.
It's mine. I
didn't.
paid for it. You
don't pay for nothing.
I pay for everything.
Get your
You broke. You don't pay for
You're broke.
You're broke. You're broke. You're broke. 600 every week. You're broke.
Okay.
You're broke. You're mad. You're mad.
If you're loud and loud, you're going to jail, okay?
And I'm gonna get you because you're mad.
Okay,
The
go
fuck?
ahead and
Which
grab
one
your
you want to do? You
stuff.
want to take my hand side or you want to take his? Because I called you first and I got beat on, so what you want to do? And I got phone calls to prove everything. My sister was on the phone with me the whole time, so what you want to do? The first time I called y'all took his side before you even talked to me. So what you want to do? You took my side before you even talked. You took his side before you even talked to me. And I was on the phone with my sister the whole time.
The woman became very upset and frustrated, claiming she was the one who called the cops, but they weren't listening to her. Instead of following their instructions, she only escalated the situation.
You say over and over and over and again.
Man, where are you going to stop, okay? So we are...
How about that?
Man.
I'm off the premises. Y'all could have been left by now. I'm off.
This is public housing. Different rules apply.
Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show y'all. It's public housing. It's actually public housing. And y'all not supposed to be drinking. And y'all not supposed to be doing drugs. But in that drinking, in that smoking, and that doing everything. I got drugs in the house right now. What are you talking about? There's my clothes. Y'all could leave. What y'all doing here? Y'all could have been left. Goodbye. There's my clothes. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Y'all still here. What is y'all doing? Goodbye. See you later. Bye. Y'all still here. I'm not understanding what the y'all doing. Y'all still here.
Man, we want you off the property, man.
And I'm off the property. The sidewalk is not y'all property.
Go ahead and walk off the property.
The sidewalk is public property.
This is part of your property, okay?
Actually, the sidewalk, I'm on the sidewalk.
I'm gonna explain it to you.
In the grass.
This is public.
This
is public housing, okay?
This is public housing.
This
is public housing.
This whole complex is.
This right here?
All right.
Oh, this right here?
Yeah, let's just take her. Let's.
This is not y'all. This is not y'all. This is not y'all. This is not y'all. Y'all not.
You got abandoned property now.
All right.
It's abandoned property.
The officer thought she had left the scene and the trouble was over. However, she soon came back to the house, and this time, the cop wasn't so nice to her.
I didn't do nothing to him.
Now you just caught a felony, so good job.
Go ahead.
Oh!
So now you're getting better in law enforcement. Thank you.
It's all twisted.
The woman was a real headache for the police. She couldn't calm herself down even while sitting in the cop cruiser. What happened next only got her into more trouble.
Hey! Unlock your car! Alright, just keep the car unlocked.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm great.
Just search as best you can right there. We're not fooling around.
Hey, hey. Hey, do you have anything?
Stop touching me! Stop! Stop touching me! No! Stop!
She's gonna get.
Yeah. Actually, it's burglary with battery, so.
Burglary, I didn't even steal because you talking about everything that belongs to me that y'all got is mine. I didn't steal.
Didn't say that.
You talking about? So burglary what? Y'all just throwing cases on me like you talking about? I'll make sure the document all this like y'all talking about. I didn't steal shit. I didn't steal nothing.
Didn't say you did.
So burglary what? Burglary what?
Do you know what burglary means?
I didn't steal shit. I didn't steal shit. I didn't steal nothing.
We're not charging you with.
Stole that would be robbery.
So I have to stop doing
Redo.
I don't give a I have no reason to be here. The beat on me first. I have no reason to be here. I have no reason to be here.
If you break this, that's destroying
I don't
government
care.
property.
I
So that's
don't
a
have
felony
no
charge.
reason to be here.
Alright?
I don't
Well, put that in
care.
there.
No, I'm not
You want to
doing
put a restraint device on her? We'll have to use it.
Hey, listen to me. If you don't stop kicking the door, we're gonna have to put this on your feet.
Bro, I don't care. Bro, I don't care. I'm not the one who must be going to jail, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
You don't want to make this.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all have no reason to harass me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Putting it on her to keep her from kicking.
The woman was charged with burglary, criminal mischief, resisting arrest with violence, and disorderly conduct. In this one, she believed arguing with the police would spare her, but the situation turned against her fast. On November 20th, 2023, officers spotted a group confronting a nightclub doorman, and after repeated warnings to leave, arrested one woman who refused to back down.
Got her? Get that on, Dave.
Arrest me! Arrest me! Arrest me! I don't give a y'all mad weird. You put your hands on me and you think I'm not gonna do shit? We're not with them.
Okay.
We were not with them.
No problem.
I just asked him if we could pay to get in. He said it was $120. I said, can we pay to get in? And he was tripping.
It's okay. Got it.
He touched me for no reason. He put his hands on me. I just sued y'all. Do y'all understand that?
She wasn't doing anything. She wasn't with those girls.
Step over there.
This is all a
She swung at a cop.
misunderstanding.
She swung at a cop.
Because
Step back.
he's touching her for no reason. We weren't with those girls.
Okay, I got it. Dave, I got you. Step back, please.
I'm not gonna touch y'all.
Step back.
But my friend, this is all a misunderstanding.
Dave, I got your camera.
He touched her for no reason.
He was not with that group. We were not with that group at all.
Hold on, miss. We're busy. Let go of your ID. Come on, stop.
Here?
You want the fingers a break? What are you doing? Wow.
Signal 40 for 28 Central.
I wasn't even with that group. Alright, take me then. I don't give a f***. Y'all charge me with. Y'all can't charge me with. Y'all can't charge me with. I have a lawyer, just so you know.
Y'all burn my car real quick.
I was not with
Wrong people.
for no reason.
Y'all think y'all are doing something? She didn't do anything.
Literally, I did nothing. He put his hands on me for no reason. Like, I'ma sue the f out of y'all, just so y'all know. Y'all doing this because I'm black. I'm black. That's why y'all doing this. That's exactly why, because I'm black. I did nothing wrong.
Hey!
My
Hey!
I don't give a f.
We were not with those girls. This is crazy. My friend did nothing. Y'all gonna
If you cross that bike, you're gonna go to jail.
Okay. Nobody told me to be behind the bike. Is that a law?
Meanwhile, the suspect's friend clashed with officers in an attempt to defend her. The suspect's resistance escalated the situation, leading to her being taken to the police station.
That's not a law in the book. It's not a law. You can't cross our bikes. Y'all got my friend for no reason.
She's
We
getting
weren't with those.
I recommend taking your friend somewhere else before she goes with her.
I'm all the way back here. Y'all not gonna do.
She's gonna find out here in a second. I promise you.
My friend is. Go get somebody who's doing something. My friend is not doing nothing to y'all. You feel like you a man because you got my woman friend? You're not doing it. You're not a man.
She's been warned if she wants to interfere, she can go.
I'm all the way back here. I'm not interfering. Back here. You gonna take me to jail for being back here? So you can be that man? You can feel like that man? You not.
Alright, man, you guys step out for me, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, I'll comply, but don't put your hands on me, okay?
Hey.
Because he pushed me, and that was mad, like, rude.
I wasn't here. I just got here. Okay?
I
'Cause you're
understand
female.
that.
I'm not involved in it in any way. I do have to search you.
Yeah, you can search me. Just search me.
Okay.
You can
I
search
wasn't
me.
involved. I don't know it. I don't
Look,
know
I'm gonna tell you what happened. We were trying to get in.
Can I do it? Can you tell me while I pat you down and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were trying to get in, and there was
there's nothing on me. There were some girls there were some girls in front of us, behind us, but they were being rude. Mariah, chill. They were in front of us, and they were being rude to the person to get in. And I was trying to explain to him that we weren't with them, and he said that we were, and I was trying to explain to him that we were not with them. It's just me and him. The officer pulled up, and he pushed me, and like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm drunk, so I pushed him back. But like, me, I'm the type of person, I don't disrespect people of authority just because. You understand? So he pushed me, so I pushed him back. That was the only thing that happened.
Are you going to do it? Yes. Do you
Okay.
get a chance to fight it? Absolutely.
Okay.
Just like everybody else, okay?
Okay.
So tonight, it is what it is, okay?
Okay.
But you have your chance.
I'm not gonna not comply, but these cuffs are really tight.
All right. If you're cool with me, I'll be cool with you, okay?
Yeah, that's 100%.
This officer is going to be taking you to jail.
Okay.
Comply with everything that he has to say, or else you're going to end up, I'm just warning you, just so you know, okay? You'll end up getting safe, but you won't be able to call anybody, and you won't be able to get out.
Why?
I'm just telling you.
Nah,
So just
I know.
it's their policy. It's their policy at the jail.
So when can I call my dad?
When you get there, you'll be able to call me. But I'm saying if you do not comply, then it'll get to that level where they won't.
I can comply,
I'm
but
just
it's
telling you.
just that he pushed me for no exact and no reason. I wasn't being aggressive.
And what did I tell you? You can fight that.
I'm
It'll
sorry
be
if I'm yelling.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm not trying to yell at
I get
you.
it.
I'm not being rude.
I got it. Anything in your
Represent
mouth?
Contra units for 13 Papa, ask for Express Western Convoy.
I just have to check, okay? All right, we're gonna go over to this car, okay?
Okay, no problem.
I was warning you because a lot of people.
I can comply, but he pushed me for absolutely no reason.
I wasn't
And like, off a reaction because I'm drunk, I did push him back. I'm not gonna lie. But he had no reason to push me when I was trying to explain this to the security guard that we weren't with those girls that were being rude. I was genuinely trying to pay to get in with my friend, and he like pushed me for no reason. So like,
let's sit down.
I'm drunk, so off a reaction, I'm a react. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I honestly do. I just don't want to make this what it needs to be.
Okay, there's no problem. I've been in jail before. I'm not worried. Okay. Never been to a city where they paid to get in the club 120. Now online it said 75 max.
120 to get inside a club?
Yeah.
What club is this?
The suspect was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. Now, this father never imagined the weight of the consequences waiting for him after what he did to his infant. On September 6, 2023, police rushed to a home in East Moline, Illinois, after a 3-month-old was hospitalized with life-threatening injuries.
Friend or husband?
About boyfriend.
Okay, boyfriend did anything. So basically right now this is kind of like a
Do
check
you
in the
mind if
box for
can
us.
I get my kid's dad on the phone, get Keely's dad on the phone, because
Yeah, of
he's at
course.
the hospital.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so
And my house, because I get up in the morning, that's what she does every Wednesday.
okay.
And so she dropped him off. He was perfectly fine, happy baby like he normally is. I got him out of his car seat. He was dry, so I didn't change him. I did fed him his bottle, and he's smiling, normal kid like he normally is.
Yeah.
And after I fed him his bottle, he peed, of course. So I changed him, and then we sat in the rocking chair, turned on some white music, and just rocked him like I normally do. And he went back to sleep. So I put him in the playpen, like I always do, and I swaddled him because he sleeps better. And I kept the white noise going. So I turned on the TV because it kept me busy because I won't go to sleep with him,
No, I understand.
So I had her there too. She's in her room sleeping with the dog. I got her up, she was getting ready, and as she's getting ready, I'm taking care of the baby, feeding him again, changing him, whatnot, and he's normal, and I mean, no crying, no fussing, just normal, and fine, and I got him loaded, I put him in his car seat, we left about, I think 7:30, and got in the car, took her to school, she sat in the back with him, talking to him, singing to him, which was funny, anyway, singing to him, and, he did really good and didn't cry, just jabbered like he normally does, and dropped her off at school, and then I went and got a new one, like something like this, to put him in, so I have one at home, picked it up at Target, and Kaylee called me, said she was off, so I said I needed her here. So I came here, I called D, he didn't answer the phone, so I figured he was sleeping, but he had actually texted me, in the midst of all that, just to see how his baby boy was doing. And I tried calling him back, but he must have been already asleep. So I tried calling him when I got here. He again didn't answer. So I just waited in the car until she got there, got in the back seat with him, and took him out of his car seat, you know, and held him and just, you know, gave him another bottle. So that's
what time was that at that you came back to drop her off?
probably about between 8:30 and 9.
At night?
No, in the morning.
Oh, in the morning. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm good. I know how long you
I'm
have
just
for.
trying to
I'm
keep
just
these
trying.
times in my head.
No, I like for my records.
Like just trying to process everything because this is just. 8:30, 9 o'clock when I got over here. Wasn't that about right? Because we called you, right?
I talked to you guys 9:30, so.
Okay, so that because I was already here for a while before we called you.
Yes, I was on FaceTime with you guys at 9:30,
Okay.
not 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably got here around like 8:30ish.
All right, so I might have told him wrong then when I left.
Okay, no, you're fine. Like, so you basically came here around like that
I'm
time
talking about the
frame.
social worker because I'm trying to keep the time straight in my head because this is all like trying to keep all these dates and times right in my head.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, I was.
We're talking about Wednesday.
Yes, I know, but I'm make sure the time of when I left here. It had to have been a little after 10, after we were done talking with you. When I left here, after we got the phone with you, because Kaylee went to lay down with him. Because I stayed here to help her for a little bit so she could get herself together.
Okay. Okay. So you got here around 8ish. You made a FaceTime phone call with him around 9ish. You left around 10ish when Kaylee was
a little after
like,
10, yeah.
Okay.
So that
yeah.
she and then she
when
went,
she's all settled down
went and laid
everything.
down with him and whatnot. And Dee was laying in bed and went down and they laid down and whatnot.
Okay.
And then I left. Not sure.
You had already left around 10 o'clock at that point, and then
And I had just checked in.
You were texting her, calling her throughout like that time frame.
Until she went to work, and then I had texted Dee, and Dee had said that they're doing good. That was sometime after 2, and they were doing fine. That he was getting ready.
At that moment, officers reached out to the child's grandfather and mother over the phone, seeking crucial details about the incident. Every word exchanged deepened the mystery they were desperate to unravel.
Yeah, that works. All right, Brandon. So, like I kind of mentioned before, I'm not sure when the FaceTime started as far as kind of why we're here. So we got the DCFS report earlier in the week saying that there was a child that got basically transported from this residence, and then the parents are involved and everything like that. So we then got informed today that the child's going to be brought to Peoria. Like I'm sure you're already aware of that. And now, the things aren't good for the child. So DCFS and local law enforcement, when it comes to anything like that, as far as child life or anything like that, we have to investigate. So I'm not saying that anyone's in trouble or anything like that. We're just trying to get the facts at this point. We're the fact finders right now. So as far as criminal charges, there aren't anything like that. I'm just trying to get piece together what happened. So that's why we're here. I want to give you guys a clarification on that one. We're just finding out information.
I'm sorry, I'm tired. I've been really
Oh no,
Yeah, we haven't had much sleep.
yeah, like I talked to Andrea before. I understand this is a traumatic incident for you guys. I know all you guys are coping in your own various
Trying to
ways.
keep everything straight too. It's
Exactly.
Just when you're exhausted. It's
And trust me, I hate being the guy that's asking you guys the same question 100 different times.
And that's fine, and I've got phone calls and I've got call records too, when you'd be at a certain place if that's ever needed.
Okay.
I've got it in my phone. You can have both the phone record and see when calls were made if you need it. You can have locations. I mean, whatever we gotta do, because I want this, I want to get to the bottom of this and figure out how things have happened.
Okay, well, Brandon, I appreciate that. How about I get some simple information right now? Brandon, what is your last name? No, you're fine.
so much stuff.
No, I understand. You guys are probably all over the place like that too. I fully understand that.
Well, I'm not gonna lie either, but I just honestly forgot that.
Okay. I think
but
that's.
I mean, it was no physical. It was
Okay.
just
just kind of like a little couples argument, always.
That I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because there's times where they'll argue in front of me that they wouldn't say in front of her, in front of him, and that's just certain things that I will say to she don't like me telling her dad things. Well, listen, there's certain things that he needs to know, and then there's certain things that can stay between mom and daughter.
Right. No, I get that.
But that was something that needed to be said to him because he listens to him more on certain things than he does.
No, I get that. I think that's all my questions I might have for you guys right now. Now, Brandon, I understand you're at the hospital. Kaylee seems a little bit kind of frazzled right now. If she wants to kind of talk to me, so I can kind of give her my whole spiel about no one's in trouble or anything like that, it might come off a little bit better. Hi, Kaylee. This is Detective Brosnan with the East Moline Police Department. I'm with Officer Decker. So, like I told Andrew and Brandon, so no one's in trouble. I want that to be known. No one's in trouble right now. So, basically, we got contacted by DCFS about like the whole incident between your son being transported to Peoria. So, whenever there's an incident like that, we're required to investigate. So we're like I said, we're just here for the facts right now.
You knew that we were going to have a detective contact us. Remember that?
Well, yeah, but they originally told us, I thought they were going to come up here and talk to
So
us.
that's also going to go with my spiel right now. So I am not going to talk to you over FaceTime or anything like that. That's not going to be my part. We do have two. Oh.
What happened?
No, she's waiting for me. But okay. So we do have two detectives that are going to come up to Peoria to talk to you and talk to. Is Dee there as well?
Yes.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, so they're going to just talk to both of you guys. It's basically more or less I kind of interviewed Brandon and Andrea for.
Arriving at the hospital, the team immediately launched their investigation. Their first move was to question the doctor about the child's condition and uncover how the injuries occurred.
Neurosurgeon and I'm the IC physician, so at times it takes time to develop. Could it be days or could it be weeks? But again, there should be always a threshold. Even one time an injury occurs, not necessarily that's the first time. Sometimes it can happen, or sometimes it could be a repeated thing where there's more volume. So the head is like a kind of fixed box. So whatever blood or whatever comes in, and it's going to create pressure. That's
Right.
what we saw it on the first CT scan when the kid came 2 days ago. So
You have the emergency craniotomy.
yeah, so the kid could have died otherwise. Yeah, there was absolutely there was nothing else. Yeah. That intervention couldn't have done untimely. Yeah. So there was,
When did that happen?
2 nights ago. 2 nights ago. This kid came on second.
So
I'm just covering for the nights actually, so the entire unit. But again, I still know this patient.
From my understanding, when he arrived here, he was wheeled right into the OR.
Yes, right away. Because by the time people was blown, meaning there's so much pressure that brain is telling that, hey, I can't deal with this anymore. So I had to open that up and relieve the pressure. That was a life-saving.
Officers returned to the residence, determined to search for any clues that could explain the child's injuries. Meanwhile, investigators interviewed the grandparents separately, digging deeper into the unfolding mystery.
It will allude to any physical harm the child could have experienced. So it could be basically as far as like anything as far as blood, any bodily fluids or anything like that. So we're just here right now to just kind of do our part in the facts of it. So like I said, Kaylee, so it's going to be for like any blood, bodily fluids or anything like that?
Well, somebody keeps running off with mine.
It's a good toy.
Just that and pets. It's my stepdaughter.
Alright.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Andrea.
Appreciate it.
I will just be out in my car.
Okay.
I have a black Tacoma.
Alright.
Thank you.
Would you have the black Tacoma out there?
Yeah.
The new, is that the 2024 one?
Yes.
I do like that one. I'll tell you what, I get
I'll
one.
tell you what, I've been getting a lot of compliments on it.
I'm just
Scenario,
upset. I had a really bad day.
If something bad happened like accidentally, that doesn't make a parent that parent.
I know, but all this looks really, it's intimidating to children this age. These are kids. It's intimidating my children.
Okay.
It's intimidating to them. I can handle myself.
No, I try to make things as least invasive as possible because I told her my #1 priority right now is to make sure that I have all the information so that the medical team has the information, because if something happened accidentally and a parent is afraid to say.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to tell you guys anything. If somebody did it, if I thought either one of them did it, I'd sell them down the river. If I thought either one of them did it. Because my #1 goal is protecting that kid right there. That is my world. I text my daughter Snapchat every morning, and his nickname is Squish.
That's what she told us.
And I tell her, I go, Squish, what are you doing? 3 in the morning, I'm at work. I go, Squish, what are you doing? Are you having a ball? Are you being nice to your mom and dad? Meaning, he's not keeping them up. My daughter, within 10 minutes, always texts me back with a picture or a video of him, so I know he's doing okay. And it's all, nothing against Dee, but it's usually my daughter caring for him. And that's what I do every day. I text him at 3 in the morning, and then throughout the day, periodically, I do the same thing. just because he's everything, you know, to me and his grandma. But it's been a very stressful day, being told that I'm the only one that can be in here now, otherwise nobody else can be in here.
Yeah.
That is very stressful.
And I'm sorry
Because,
that wasn't done from the get-go. It should have been, and then I got this, and we were like,
but why are we making that decision?
So
Because I have to explain it to my daughter's mother.
it's very simple, super simple. Our timeline from that day, going back 24 hours, identifies 3 different people who were in contact with this kid, and because we're at the very beginning of the investigation, we do that to just be super safe.
Okay, but my wife wasn't with him that day either, and she's been taken off the list as a supervisor.
Your wife.
My wife.
Now it was time to confront the child's father and uncover the truth. He admitted to causing harm and revealed the full details of how the baby was injured.
And I also want to make sure they legally did what they needed to do too. So when he came up here, and I don't blame him if he didn't do these things, because on-call will do the bare minimum.
Okay.
Did he legally tell you what the allegations are and how this works?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so, no.
You guys have never had a DCFS investigation before, you're
No,
obviously new parents, so it's not as scary as it sounds, okay?
Okay.
I know this whole thing is scary,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
DCFS is not as scary as people may have made it seem, okay?
Okay.
So what happens is we automatically get phone calls for head injuries, that's
Yeah.
just a get-go. And then because of that, they automatically have to be called.
Understandable, yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yes.
So we always have to interview, we just, Gary's a long way away, we're here together, interview you once.
Right.
Together, do it all together. So, when we get a call about a kid being hurt, they apply allegations. An allegation is not,
Injuries don't just occur accidentally. And that's what we're trying to figure out right now, is that something happened more so than what you're telling us, okay? We know that you're omitting information. You're not telling us the entire truth, okay? I think, here's what I think. I think you're telling us part of the truth, okay? And in this line of work, people tell us these little bits of information, okay? Oftentimes, people tell us 70% of the truth, okay? I don't care about that 70% of that truth. I do care about it, but it's not the most important little bit of information that we have, okay?
So I just shook him. I hard shook him like 1 or 2 times, hard shook him. Just calm down for me, just calm down. And he wouldn't calm down, so, and I just rocked him. He was just like, he was calm, but like he was still crying, but in that calm voice. So that's when I got the patient around, went in the kitchen, grabbed a bottle of water, went back in the room, and laid down. He was still, like, when I laid down in bed with him, like he was still crying, like all day, like he was still crying. So I rocked him again. I probably shook him again, just one time shook him, like, come on, baby boy, just come on, just go back to sleep for me. And then right off from there, like I rocked him, and then he finally went to sleep. But I think by rocking him too much, that's how he got his.
So did he continue crying after that, or did he stop?
He stopped.
How much time passed between that point and right there, the second time that you shook him? How much time passed between that and when Kaylee got home?
About an hour or so, an hour and a half.
And did he cry at all at that point in time?
No.
Did you look at him? Was he conscious and was he breathing normally?
He was breathing normally, yes. He was breathing, yes.
Okay. Was he looking around?
Yes, he loves to look around, yes.
We get a search warrant on this, and we download the contents of the phone, okay, based off the investigation, okay? Generally, when we have the passcode, things go a lot faster for us, okay? So we get the download, and we collect that data, and then generally it's, depending on how things go, you'll be able to get your phone back after that, okay? But it just depends on the investigation, how things go, okay? So I'm not going to make any promises right away that you're going to get it right back, okay?
The child's father was charged with aggravated battery on a child, a Class 10 felony. Next up, this creepy man secretly recorded videos of underage girls, thinking he'd easily get away with it. But on June 26, 2024, his twisted scheme unraveled when cops caught him red-handed at Six Flags.
I have witnesses who confronted me. They showed me a video of you getting close, fidgeting with your watch with your right hand, and you're getting close to a girl who was wearing a skirt. You're getting close, doing this underneath the girl's skirt, getting close to it. So I asked you to stop. At Batman, you kept walking away. I asked to see your phone so we could just end it right then and there. You kept walking away. You told me no.
I don't even have a watch.
So then we brought you here. Yes, you do. I saw it in your hand when we were walking.
What phone was I recording with then?
They said it looked like an Apple Watch.
Well,
so I'm asking to see your phone so we can just end it right here and right now.
No, not at all. You're not seeing nothing. You got no proof of anything. All you got is somebody saying, "Oh."
I have two witnesses saying that you're getting close to females with skirts.
Who are they?
I'm not going to tell you.
Exactly. So
why would I tell you their names? That puts them in danger. That's not smart on my part.
Nobody's in danger. That's the thing. Like,
why would I tell you a witness's name? What's your name?
I'm not giving you nothing. It's just.
Do you have a season pass, or did you buy a one-day ticket here?
It's just a note, bro.
Did you buy a season pass or
you got no proof?
Did you buy a season pass or a one-day ticket?
No, bro.
You're gonna stay here.
Right now, you're not free to leave. Have a seat.
Yep. I'm just trying to
figure out
what's going on.
Have a seat.
You got a phone to watch?
Look, so here's the deal, dude. Right now, we're trying to figure out if a crime has been committed, right? Just bear with us, okay? If you don't want to tell us who it is, it's fine.
They said a watch. I don't have a watch.
Okay.
They said
They said you did. So.
I don't have a watch. Nobody. I don't.
Well, we'll go review the video and we'll check. So you just gotta bear with us. Give us a few minutes.
I don't have a phone. Like I didn't have my phone out. That's the thing.
I'm not sure. That's why we're hanging on to you for a second while we investigate this. You want to give us your information so we can clear this up faster than?
We can wait till the witness comes or whatever.
Well, they're not coming. We're gonna go get their information then. So.
Like I said, they're already talking to witnesses. They got two of them. So basically what's going to happen is they fill out a witness form saying that, hey, if they saw you and they were disturbed by what you were doing, you committed a crime. That's called disorderly conduct. They were disturbed by your actions. Whatever you were doing, they were disturbed. That's why they alerted security that alerted us. Right? So that's why you're not free to leave right now. Right? So that's what we're looking at into right now. So, like we were saying, you give us your ID, and we get this process going, it would go a lot faster. If they want to pursue charges, the two witnesses that they're talking to right now, and you refuse to give us your ID, we'll have to take you back to the station, we'll have to fingerprint you, and we're going to have to figure it out that way. Over disorderly conduct, right? So that's what we're...
While one officer collected statements and examined footage, the other two proceeded with questioning the suspect, who denied all allegations.
Angles of this, and there was something else going on, there could be additional charges. But at the very least, just any actions that alarm and disturb somebody, right?
I just don't understand how somebody would even say that though.
Right, I get you. And this is.
I want to see. Like,
and we'll go check the video, all that good stuff, man. There's video all over the place, so we'll go, verify with video. But you got to give us a few minutes of your time while we're investigating.
And you say you don't have an Apple Watch?
No.
Or a watch?
No, I do have an Apple Watch, but I was just checking it. So that's what I was trying to say. Like it wasn't even on my wrist. I was just.
So you do have a watch?
Yeah, I got a watch.
Why'd you tell the guy you didn't?
Well, I don't.
Come on, man.
We're just trying to work with you.
We're trying to work with you here.
It's not like a.
Do you have it on you?
My watch. Yeah, I got it on.
Oh, you don't have a straps or anything?
No, I was just looking for text, and right now it's not even on. So it's like that's all it was. Like you can't even record with an Apple Watch, so that's why I'm like, what are they talking about?
You can take photos with it.
No, you can't. Not mine, at least. Like I could go through it right now and see if I can, but I never did that before. So yeah, Apple, you can't take video with it. You can try on yours, but mine doesn't. They talking about somebody or like I'm like.
Would you be willing to show us your most recent pictures on your phone?
I don't want to do that either.
It was just
I don't want to do anything I don't want. I don't have to do.
That's
what I'm saying.
It's just consent. That's
Yeah,
all we're asking.
because they said I was recording on the watch, and I was like, oh, that was the phone. I didn't even pull out my phone. So it was like...
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, because sometimes the watch is like synced with the phone.
Nah,
because
I don't know how to do all that.
Hey, don't be deleting stuff on your phone now. Come on.
I'm not deleting nothing. I'm just going through it.
10 for you. Hey, man. Phone. You were on your phone for a good minute. I'm sure you deleted stuff on there that you did earlier, right?
That's not.
You got Miranda on you. What really happened out there, dude?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was just trying to see what was going on with my people because I was by myself.
Okay, so you were waiting in line by yourself?
Yeah.
Why did you have your phone and watch on? What were you trying to do with that? Because all right, you're in line. You're in line for that.
I was seeing where they were at.
You're seeing where they're at. Okay, so what do you mean by you're seeing where they're at?
Because I was waiting for them.
You're waiting for them. So what were you using your phone for? Waiting for them?
Text.
Text. Okay. What else were you doing?
I don't even want to say the wrong thing at this point.
You're not gonna say the wrong thing. I'm just trying to figure out your side of the story, dude. Why would someone accuse you of taking photos? Like why? Why would someone? Because that's not a normal thing someone does. If someone just doesn't come up and say, "Hey,
everybody has their phone out."
Everybody can have their phone out, but usually it's
Yes.
up here, close
Yes.
to their face.
It's not down low.
So it's kind of bent down, and I was on my phone, and I was like that or something.
What were you doing with your phone? That's why would someone
I
make
wasn't
that,
doing anything.
So why would someone make that accusation on you? Like, and like I said, I know you probably just deleted it before we took it.
No, I wasn't even on the photo.
Well, here's the problem. The video is telling us you did.
What was I doing?
Taking videos or photos, one of the two.
Whew, it's hot out there, man. Cool.
Right there.
All right.
He was on it, so there could be a chance that everything was
That's
deleted.
right. I watched the video, right? Can you help me understand what was going on?
I'm trying to figure out too. I gave my side, so.
You gave your side. What do you mean your side?
Yeah.
What was your side? Did I say your side?
I can't even remember, to be honest. That's why I'm saying I don't even.
He said he was on his phone.
So,
I told him
I
the
don't even
address
say the
of
wrong
the
thing.
here.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to figure out why that's not on the same level.
After reviewing the footage, the cops uncovered the suspect's shady intentions. With clear evidence of illegal video recording, they took him into custody.
So we got a bag, right? I watched the video. The camera is clearly positioned perfectly in front of those. Okay. I watched the video. I was able to zoom in on the bag. That's where it's sticking through, right? Got the bag walking up next to people like this, and you're using the watch in your hand without a band, which is weird in itself, to take pictures. That's what it appears to me. That's what it appears to the witnesses. Help me understand what I'm missing here. Is this accurate? Not accurate? What do you think?
Not accurate.
It's not accurate. Okay. Would you have any problem with me going through that phone? Just to prove that this is not accurate. You do have a problem with it. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take your phones and your watch, and we're going to get a search warrant for them, okay? That's the other option. Unless you want to sign a consent form, I'm not trying to sway you in either direction. Either way is I'm going to apply for a search warrant for those phones and then for that watch. If there's nothing to hide in there, you want to show me, that's cool. We can be done with this here. You can get your stuff back today. Otherwise, that's the route I'm going to take. I'm going to ask the judge to grant me a search warrant for the phones. Right now, there's enough evidence to charge you with unlawful video recording, right? It's unlawful to take videos of people's areas like that. That's what they're alleging. At the very least, disorderly conduct, right? You got an empty box, bunch of stuff stashed in there. That thing positioned perfectly in front of the. It's just odd to me. Maybe you're not doing anything wrong, but I'm trying to understand what could the other possibility be here. You know what I mean? So you don't believe there's any truth to what I saw in the video or what the people are claiming? No. Okay.
Said you drove here. Why'd you bring in an empty shoebox?
Flip-flops. Where are your flip-flops?
I forgot them.
Forgot them, so you brought in an empty.
I thought they were brand new.
I don't have a car.
A few weeks later, police arrived at the man's house with a search warrant, seized additional devices, and uncovered even more disturbing images.
Oh, okay. All right. So we have a search warrant. So. Right here. Do you remember me from like a month ago? This is in reference to what we talked about a month ago when we were at Six Flags. Do you remember that? No? Okay.
What is this for?
We have a search warrant based off of that incident. So if you want to talk, we can talk today.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's hard when you just wake up and people are in your house, so.
What's going on?
I'm going to tell you in a minute. I'm just letting them finish doing their thing and then we'll chat. But do you have some pants that we can grab you? Do you want us to grab you some pants?
I'm good.
No, hang on. You're going to
hang here for me. I need to use the bathroom.
Alright, you're going to wait. You're going to wait.
Oh, good. Just
You're
relax.
gonna
Sit
no.
down. No, just relax. I need to use the
Alright,
bathroom.
sit down.
We'll get your sit down. Said I need to use the
Stop resisting.
Tracy, get up. Get up, Hunter. Here, just take it, man.
Relax.
No.
Stop resisting.
No.
Get on the ground. Stop resisting on the ground.
All the way.
All the
Lay
way.
on your stomach. Lay on your stomach.
Stop resisting.
Enough.
Stop resisting.
You're done.
Get your hand behind your back. Here's our cuffs.
That's done, partner.
If we get you back in the chair, are you going to chill out? We will get you to a bathroom.
Roll over on your side.
Me.
Put your knees up. Put your knees together real quick. This will help you get up.
No, I'm serious. Have a seat.
You would have been in the bathroom right now.
Have a seat.
Sit down.
Hey, relax, dude.
We're getting you to the bathroom. You would have gone by now if you had not resisted. All right?
I just need to use the bathroom.
We will get you there.
I'm not running or nothing. I just need to.
Well, you just fought us, okay? So sorry if we don't believe you, okay?
All right, here's the thing, boss. You got a piss, right?
I got a bad, yes.
Quickest way for you to do that is cooperate with us so we can get you down to the street in a squad car.
And then
Back to
you'll
Gurney.
get
Once
sick,
you're at
right?
Gurney, dude, you have free reign. You can piss, do whatever you want, right? Is that going to be an issue going
No,
down the
I need to
stairs, or is it going to be
use
good?
that.
I get you.
I don't care if y'all. I don't care. Just let me use it all the time.
No,
not yet. You have to wait till we get the car here. Get in the car.
I just need to use the bathroom.
I get you, man.
I thought your suit fell off.
We were going to grab some pants.
We will. We'll reach something.
Oh, that's it.
Thank you.
The man was charged with 2 counts of unauthorized video recording, 2 counts involving a child, and 1 count of resisting arrest. Watch how this man's love turned into jealousy and his anger exploded at the airport over his girlfriend. It all began on April 25, 2023, when airport police rushed to Orlando International Airport after receiving a disturbing report involving him.
Who, where? Hang on, man. Hang on. Let me talk to you.
Look, that's my girlfriend. I gotta make sure she. Come on, get her.
That's
Get
her.
her. Like, bro, get her, bro. No, I gotta make sure she good, bro. I gotta make sure she good. That's my girl. That's my heart.
All right.
I gotta make sure
You
she
need to
good.
stay
Look.
here with me.
You don't gotta tie. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm not going nowhere. You don't gotta tie me, bro. I'm right here.
Sit down. Sit down.
I'm right here.
Sit down.
Look, please,
Sit down. Sit down.
I know this why you
Do me a favor. Sit down. Sit down.
Sir, you can't force me to say I'm cool. Look, you go your camera. Look, I'm cool as possible. I'm not aggressive. I'm not aggressive. You go ahead. Look, it's all on camera. I can sue y'all. I'm a paid customer. I can sue y'all. So go ahead. Now you can slam me. Go ahead, slam me. So go ahead. So I know how this go. You gonna press charges? I'm gonna press charges. No, I'm gonna press charges. Go ahead. I know my rights. I know my rights. No, I know my rights. Look, he being aggressive. He's trying to break my arm.
You're being detained right now, sir.
He breaking my arm though. He's breaking my arm. He finna break my arm. He just told me. He just told me, man. I'm calm as possible.
Okay, you're being detained.
The only reason I'm speaking loud and fast because I already know how the police is.
Okay.
I gotta make sure my girl good. If y'all go get my girl, I'll stay.
Okay. Are
All
you
that. Just make sure she good.
Can you just tell me
Make sure
what
she
happened?
good, bro.
I
Can you
will.
please make sure she good?
Officer Jones is with her. She's good.
No, she need to come right here so we can explain the situation, bro.
Why don't
That's
you
what
tell
I'm
me
saying.
what
Can you please go get her? No, I'm not talking to y'all without my girl, bro. We both gonna tell y'all the situation. Can you please go get my girl?
Do you know him? Is he an employee?
No.
So do you work,
just traveling.
you work for the...
No, I'm a paid customer. She's talking to me, sir. What is you talking about? He's talking to me though. He's trying to break my arm. You talking? Look. It's always the white folks, but I already know I'm black. I'm black, and they already doing that. Like, come on, that's bro. Like, come on, bro. I'm not even aggressive. Like, that.
All right, you're being detained. Why don't you have a seat?
Sit down.
I got my truck.
Crazy, bro. You said sit down. Sit down, bro.
Okay, sit down. Do you got ID?
I'm a paid customer. Yes, I got ID.
Okay, where's your ID?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just wait for my girl to come. I don't gotta corral. Look, I listen to y'all about sitting down there. I don't gotta corral.
All right, so let me get this straight. You're refusing to help me. Because I'm trying to find...
After the man was taken into custody, a witness showed up with video proof. Based on that, officers questioned the girlfriend to uncover the real story.
Y'all gonna know the story, but I know how this go, bro. This not my first. Bro. I know how this go.
Okay, so you've been arrested
No,
before.
I'm not talking about arrested, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
y'all always
why don't
young
you
man
try
for no
and-
reason. I'm a paid
Do you
customer
want to
doing
help
it.
me figure out what's going on?
Confirm me, level 3, bro.
Do you want to help me figure out what's going on?
I didn't see anybody hit each other. When I saw them, they were like a struggle, just holding on, but nobody. Maybe they saw it. 'Cause they were
You have
recording.
video.
Yeah.
So, and he also wanted to come together with my friends. Why is nobody calling security? Why is he hitting a girl? Yeah. Yeah, he mad disrespectful, and he was talking to everybody. Yeah, he walked up to us like he wanted to fight too.
Did you also see this?
Yeah, also it was the same. It was the kind of same angle she had. Why is he hitting a girl? And she had went into the room to get away from him, and he had went. He kept closing the door. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Officer English. Do you feel more comfortable having a seat? Do you feel more comfortable having a seat? Okay, why don't you just have a seat, all right? Hey, do you need medical attention right now? You're okay? Okay. So, who was the guy that you were with? Your ex? Yeah. Did you guys ever live together? You did? How long did you guys live together?
About 7 months.
About 7 months? Did you guys travel to Orlando together?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I can tell you that I saw some video where it looks like you were in the office, looking kind of like you were trying to protect yourself, and the video shows that he was hitting you. Okay. So that's what I saw on video, and there's witnesses that are there. So I just want to put that up front, so I don't want you to feel like you can't tell me what happened, because I've already kind of seen it on the video. All right. So it did look like he was hitting you pretty good. I mean, was he hitting you in your face? Can I see? Maybe in the back of your neck, maybe? All right, Kennedy. Tell me what happened today. You said that you used to be exes and you traveled to Orlando together. Were you guys on vacation? What were you guys doing in Orlando?
Family vacation.
Family vacation?
My dad and his wife invited us out to an Airbnb out here.
Okay. So were you guys getting along pretty good?
Yes, we did have a disagreement.
You guys had a disagreement? What'd you guys have a disagreement about?
Me talking to other people.
So what happened in the Starbucks line? He took your phone? Because why did he take your phone?
So we were talking to him, sitting next to him.
Okay. So then what happened? He took your phone?
I asked someone, could they help me get it back in the green vest? And she instructed me, that's when he popped back up, and she instructed us to go to the office.
Okay, so from the Starbucks line, he took your phone, you wanted it back. Did you guys have words in the Starbucks line?
Give me my effing phone.
So give me my effing phone.
The girlfriend disclosed to the cops details about their toxic relationship and described the man's actions leading up to what had just happened.
No, you're not getting it back. I'm not giving it back. Talk to me. I'm not giving it back. I'm still like, give me the phone.
Okay, so giving my phone, and then what happened?
And then the lady, she referred us into the office for help. And the two guys were in there. It's at this point we're exchanging words, yelling at each other.
Okay.
I'm telling them, can I just get my space? Like, they still letting him come in and yell at me and all this. And then we both got physical with each other.
And then both what?
We both got physical with each other.